We are finally seeing the AI large language model logic applied to simple spreadsheets, and the new tool from the Google's research team, which is TabFM, has now made it completely accessible to our own local laptops. Today, using this tool, I'm going to be building my own data analyzer, combining the power of TabFM with a local Olama model. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local and free AI tools to build practical AI projects. So first, let's cover the breakdown of this new model and what are its all special powers. For years, working with tabular data meant we have to put a manual tedious effort. We couldn't just plug in a dataset and expect instant answers from it. Data scientists usually had to invest countless hours into the hyperparameter optimization and the domain-specific feature engineering, and this was always the biggest bottleneck when trying to extract the real insights from the data. But now the Google research team have launched this new TabFM foundational model, which is purely built for tabular data. It takes the magic of the modern AI and applies it directly out to our own spreadsheets. Just recently, they had launched the TimesFM model also, which helped us in time series forecasting like the stock market predictions. I've already made a video on this TimesFM tool. You can check the link on the top right icon, where I had built a stock market prediction bot using this tool only. And now the team is bringing that same zero-shot logic to the tabular data. Its main goal is to simplify both the classification and the regression workflows. So whether you are predicting categories or the exact numbers, it handles the core predictive ML task entirely. And the real breakthrough here is that it brings the power of zero-shot prediction through the in-context learning, which means the model can learn your specific task just by looking at the examples in the prompt, exactly like an AI language model like ChatGPT does. And because it uses the in-context learning, it completely skips the training phase entirely, meaning you can get prediction without updating any underlying model weights. So it fundamentally changes how we apply machine learning on the tabular data. And instead of running highly complex training loops, it does all the processing in a single forward pass, which means you get high quality predictions on completely new tables in just a single pass. It is literally as simple as passing the whole data through the model once. The way this works under the hood is that it takes all the historical training examples and the target testing rows that you are giving it as one single unified prompt, so the model reads the whole context and instantly figure out all the relationships. And you might ask, wasn't this easy, as inherently it is also a text data? But the standard language models like ChatGPT process the one-dimensional order sequences of words, but these tables that we use in the machine learning models are fundamentally two-dimensional, having both rows and columns and inherently orderless. So if you swap two rows or two columns in your dataset, the fundamental meaning of the numbers won't change, unlike the text data where you cannot swap any of the two words. And to handle this grid-like structure of tables, TabFM uses a clever hybrid design, pulling the strengths from existing architectures like TabPFN and TabICL. This gives it the ability to scale while understanding the complex tabular layouts. The first biggest mechanism that it uses is alternating row and column attention, which means it constantly shifts its focus between looking at the features in the columns and the actual example data in the rows. This back and forth interaction allows the model to capture the complex feature relationships and the dependencies. It basically automates the heavy lifting of feature crafting that we humans are used to do manually. And after it understands the context using the alternating row and column attention, it moves to the row compression, which is also crucial for keeping the model efficient while dealing with the lots of data. During compression, all of this rich cross-attention information for each of the individual rows gets squeezed down into a single dense vector representation, which basically packs all the context into a tiny readable format. And finally, there is a dedicated transformer step, which is in-context learning. This is where the model connects the dots to make the final prediction. It performs this by passing the attention over the different compressed row vectors rather than the raw massive grid. This makes the overall computation cost drop down significantly, and this makes the zero-shot predictions incredibly fast even on the larger datasets. One major challenge while building this was that the high-quality, massive tabular datasets are critically scarce in the open source space. Most of the real-world company data is locked behind the proprietary schemas and the privacy walls, so we cannot just use them to directly train our models. So to get around this roadblock, the TabFM team trained this entirely on hundreds of millions of synthetic datasets. Since synthetic tables can be scaled up infinitely, it provided the massive scale needed for a true foundational model. And these datasets weren't just simple random numbers. They were actually generated using complex structural causal models, This ensured that the data captured a wide variety of random functions and relationships you would actually see in the real world. Now, to use this in our own real projects, you can install it by just following the steps in the official GitHub page. You just need to run the git clone commands, and then you can directly install the tool using pip install command. For my project environment, I'm going to be using Google Antigravity. If you don't have this installed, just go to antigravity.google/download and download the installer according to your own platform. Then for running the final report on the generated output from the model, I'm going to be using Ollama models, which allows you to run local free models on your own system. Again, if you don't have it installed, just go to ollama.com/download and download the installer according to your own platform. Now, once you open Google Antigravity, you need to select any folder in your system as the current project directory, where you can keep all the code files and the readme file that I'll be giving in the GitHub link in description and pin comment. The overall project is a zero-shot tabular prediction and generating local LLM insights using the Ollama models. So I'm going to be giving an input data to this project, get the predictions instantly using the TabFM foundational model, and then receive the AI-driven summaries using the Ollama Q134B model. For running this 4 billion parameter model in your system, you need at least 4 GB of VRAM, so just ensure that you have such configuration available. Otherwise, you can go for the lower quantization models as well. The core machine learning will be done by TabFM. Then for local LLM running, it will be using Ollama. The front-end dashboard for the entire project will be built using the Streamlit library, and all the data pre-processing would be done by Pandas and NumPy. Pandas library is especially useful for the tabular kind of data, and NumPy is used for all the kind of array transformations. Now for setting up the project, first we need to install all the dependencies. So first copy all these commands, open the terminal in the antigravity and paste them here. So these commands will just basically install the TabFM library first, use the pip install command that I have already shown. Then it will install all the Streamlit, Pandas, NumPy, and Request library. I've already talked about Streamlit, Pandas, and NumPy libraries, and Request library is used to send the local Ollama request to the LLM models. Then for the LLM model, I'm going to be using the Q134B model, which will be downloaded using Ollama using this simple Ollama pull query. Now for the main app.py file, it will have the main dashboard logic. It will take the Ollama model as Q134B, and all the requests will be sent to our local server with this local Ollama URL. Then I'm going to be setting the page title as TabFM Zero Shot Analyzer, and the title of the page would be same. Then there will be a subtitle that it instantly predicts the tabular outcomes using TabFM and generate the insights using a local Ollama model without any reasoning overhead. So I'm going to be disabling all the reasoning parameters just to get faster responses, but you can enable them if you want more accuracy, but it will take more time to generate the responses. Then I'm going to be loading the TabFM model using the TabFM V100. This is launched using this TabFM library only, and we'll just need to run the .load command on this to launch the TabFM model. Then I'm going to be loading the TabFM model by calling this load TabFM function, and once I'm loading this, I'm going to be checking the classify model from it. The classify model is used for predicting the categories, while let's say if you have some numerical target like an income prediction, you can go for the regressive model. In case if we get any error, it will just say that we have failed to load the TabFM. Did you install it properly? And this is the exact error. So in case you get this error, just ensure that you have run all those pip install commands first. Then I'm going to be making the layout of the final dashboard. In the first column, there would be an input data of the training context. For now, I'm just going to give it some dummy data, like there is some age values, some job values, and some income values. And I'm going to giving some target labels like this is low risk sample, this is high risk, this is low risk, and this is high risk. Now using the TabFM model, I want to build a model that can predict these low risk, high risk categories. So I'm going to be making a final data frame using both these training samples and the target labels. And in the column 2, I'm going to be displaying the target data to predict. So here I will just give the samples like this is the age, this is engineer, and this is the income. And the model has to predict whether it is low risk or high risk. So I'm just going to display this excess data here, and then there will be a button to run the prediction and analyze the final report. So the step 1 would be TabFM prediction. So it will run the CLF that is defined using this TabFM library here, and it will run those X-train and Y-train data that we have built above to train the CLF model. And using the trained model, it is going to predict on the X-test data. Then once I get the predictions and the probabilities, I'm going to be displaying this on this result data frame. And step 2 would be to generate the Ollama LLM insights using the Q134B model. So I'm going to give this prompt that analyze these risk prediction results and I'm going to convert those risk data frame to a text format. And finally, I'm going to give an instruction that it should give a short, crisp 2-sentence summary of the overall risk profile of all the samples. Then I'm going to be building the final payload for the Ollama model. The model name would be the same one that you have defined on top. The prompt is the same one that we have defined here, and I'm disabling the stream parameter because I don't want the live prediction outputs, but just the final report summary. Then the temperature I'm keeping as close as 0 because I want deterministic responses. Then I'm going to generate the insights using the Ollama model. Using the request library, I'm going to paste the request to the Ollama URL using the payload that we have defined. And once I get the result, I'm going to be displaying it on my dashboard as well using st.caption. And the line would be that these are the insights generated by the Ollama model in this much time. And I'm also going to be outputting this target response in our output.md file. And I'm also going to be saving the final content into our output.md file, where there will be headlines like this was the input data, this was the target data, these were the TabFM predictions, and these were the final AI insights. Once I have generated all these output content, I'm going to be opening an outputs.md file in a write mode, and I'm going to be writing all these contents into that file. This is generated if you want to pass on this file to other users or servers if you want to. And in case of any errors, you just need to ensure that the Ollama is running. So if you get these errors, just run Ollama serve in your terminal to start the Ollama service so that you don't get these errors. Now to launch this app.py file, we just need to run a simple command in terminal. So I'll just copy this streamlit run app.py, go to the terminal and paste it here. So now my dashboard has launched in my local browser. So this is the TabFM zero-shot analyzer. It is loading the TabFM PyTorch backend and running the load TabFM function that we have built in the code. So now it has loaded the model. Just keep in mind that it is 13 GB big, so you need to ensure that you have that much space in your hard disk for downloading. So this is my input data with the same data that we had defined, and this is the target data to predict. So just click on run prediction and analyze. So now it has given me the TabFM predictions. What is the predicted risk? How much confident that model is for this prediction? So you can see in both it is 98 and 96% confident. And now it is generating the AI insights using the Ollama Q134B model. And now it has given me this outputs.md file in the same local folder. This was the input data. This was the target data. These were the predictions given by the TabFM model. And this is the final AI insight that the analysis indicates that the 30-year-old engineer falls into the low risk category, whereas the 48-year-old manager is classified as high risk. This suggests a direct correlation between their higher age and income management roles and the increased risk levels in the dataset. So it has given me some basic insights based on predictions that are given from the TabFM model. Keep in mind that this is just the short data that I have given for testing, but you can use the same kind of pipeline and pass on your whole data and generate these kind of formatted reports. In the readme.md file, I've also given some dynamic use cases and the future features that you can add on top of this project. So you can make similar kind of projects on some different use cases like risk assessment, real estate valuations, doing the customer churn prediction, whether the customer will be leaving the app or the subscription, then the medical history of a patient, and some industry forecasting of future stock requirements. Then you can also do batch pre-processing where you can upload large CSVs and directly do bulk prediction and summarization. And instead of selecting some hard-coded Q13 model, you can also add some dynamic model selection. You can export the final report to a PDF file, add some charts using the Plotly, Matplotlib, or Seaborn libraries from Python, and you can also add some JAX backend support because the TabFM library supports both the PyTorch and JAX backends. So in case if you want to use CPU or GPU for your predictions, you can switch between these two. So that was the breakdown of the TabFM model, which completely changes how we handle tabular data by bringing zero-shot learning to everyday spreadsheets. All the code files and the README file with the step-by-step instruction on how to set up the project will be available in GitHub link in description and pinned comments. So you can grab the entire project right now and get it running. Let me know in comments if you have some suggestions for me to build more local AI projects, and follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates, and workflows.